Hello and welcome back to Create Ultimate Selection, episode 5. In the last episode we set up a cobble gen and a basic iron farm. It's been running for a little bit, so we have a small little deposit built up now and we've got some safety railings in. We also built a portable storage system to keep all our goodies and take them on the move with us. After a bit of time and way too many copycat panels, we've got it somewhat looking like a truck if you use your imagination. And then we built this lovely little pond. So in today's episodes we're going to finally automate wood. It works. And we're going to turn our little pond into an automatic kelp farm to produce all the kelp we'll ever need. Ta-da! And then we finally move our cows, chickens and sheep into a proper home and exploit them for all their resources using deployers. So between episodes, the iron farm's been working away. We also got a little pet. How cute. But yeah, the iron farm's just been ticking away. So like I say, I didn't really need much because it'll just kind of build up and build up. So little changes I've made in here. I've added a second fan. And I've lost that plank forever. Oh yes, ignore that, ignore that. Nothing to see under there. Anyway, we'll just ignore the big stack of flint that I completely forgot was just dumping into the hole at the back. So yeah, we added a second fan. I had to put a balcony because the depot wasn't inserting into the storage drawer, but I kind of prefer this layout anyway. So this just releases 32 gravel at a time. Yeah. So you have a stack of 32 there, stack of 32 there, and it just kind of washes them both at the same time. He's going to get really annoying. And then we just kind of put these copycat boards everywhere. Just to kind of make it look a bit cooler. Just backlit behind here with a few lanterns. You see we've got a bit of a backlog of cobble, but I did add a third millstone as well. Just because the gravel wasn't keeping up with the cobblestone, so that meant I did have to add a couple more water wheels out here and extend this, but apart from that, I've just done a bit of texturing around here. Did this little scuff setup over here just to get us some wool, just ticking over again. Obviously it's built up quite a bit, but all this is a deployer with some shears with the water wheel attached. It fires the wool up and into the chest. But yeah, pretty inefficient, but even still, 4.5 stacks nearly there now. And hopefully we'll get that bit more of a permanent setup later. But first, it's episode 5. We still haven't set up any kind of wood automation. So yeah, chopping wood by hand or using the saw by hand is just something I don't want to do anymore. So I've got this little area here. Got a bit of a plan. But for now, I just kind of want to get the tree farm in just so that's kind of ticking over. And then I'll come back later, put in a building. So now we've got the storage over here. We've got a couple of bits crafted up. So if we come up here, cleared out a bit of space and I marked out the center. And I am going to use the schematic to kind of place certain saplings. Alright, so after fighting with the trees growing, before I could place all the saplings down, I realised I should just probably stop the trees from growing. So just kind of put planks over the top for now. Just so we can get this schematic sorted. So, in here somewhere, the schematic and quill. So if we come to here, and then here. So now we've got the schematic. It shows up here and we can just kind of scroll that down into place. And you can see obviously where the saplings are going to be placed. Exactly where we've placed them ourselves. So we just need to get rid of all this, get the actual contraption down. Alright, so I think I've got everything kind of placed down. All that's left to do is glue everything together. We'll just get that quickly done now. Up there, and then we've got the barrels in the floor. Just hop down here. We're using trapdoors to connect everything up. So that to there. That can come across. That barrel to that one. So that should be everything connected. Obviously we need a storage interface, but what made a noise? Ah, it's spinning and it is not connected. Okay, that was definitely my first attempt. And it's all working. As it should be, I think. So now all we need to do is get the saplings in and use this schematic we made earlier to place in the deployers. So if we come back down here, should just be able to put the schematic in here. I hope. So the saplings are in. We've loaded the schematic into the deployers. So I think all we've got to do now is turn it on. And it's placing. It works.
Great success.
So if we come under here, I think we can put in a temporary vault solution because eventually they're going to, all the logs are going to be coming out of here and sorted into storage drawers. But for now, just to get this going, put a interface there and then one facing that way into a chute. So I've just been sat here watching it for a little bit and I'm already noticing one problem is that I thought it'd have enough time to get the saplings and it probably would fix itself, but I'm just going to quickly filter it so it doesn't grab the saplings. So it's a pretty easy fix. I would use a attribute filter, but I'm not sure if the mangrove saplings will come under the sapling category. So I think the best one to do is just individually list the saplings we don't want to send into the system. Get that in for now. And then we're growing oak, spruce, birch, acacia, and dark oak. And then we've got mahogany as well. And then we deny. And if we move this back one, just to here, and then put a brass funnel up top. Attribute filter in the top there. It should dump off a whole lot quicker and it shouldn't allow the saplings to drop in now. Alright, so that's that kind of tidied up a little bit, nothing major. Like I say, just very quick temporary farm. We probably should have set up in day one. I've got a sliding door here, which I really love, and I'm definitely going to use in the future. So, where's my checklist? There we go, tree farm, completed it. So, over at our lovely pond we made last episode, we got a little area here for the kelp farm. So we just need to get the bearing in, get the harvesters in, and then we're going to feed the belt underneath, and then just have it kind of come up somewhere here for now temporarily. It will feed into a bigger building, but for now we just need to get it into a chest so we don't have to keep coming over here and doing it by hand. So let's jump straight in. If we dig under here, so I think if we just put that there for now, we'll have shafts going up. The mechanical bearing there. And we need these harvesters to be this level, so I think we could probably just put a barrel here. And that'll be our storage. And I think how the mechanical bearings work, we need a block on the back, so if we use these copycat panels, just like so, and then we put the bearings in here. Nope, here. And rotate that. So just been kind of debating the best way to move the items, and I was going to get Balton, but then I was like, I could just use item drain, so if we use 3 of them like that, if we use a brass funnel here, you can withdraw a full stack at a time. And then we just need a bit of space. Our chutes. And a andesite funnel. Like so. Paste that into there. I think that should work. I'm just not sure whether they're actually going to go into the chest or not. Whether I need another funnel here, potentially. Ta-da! Up. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Just fill that in and forget about it forever. Awesome. So, checklist. Checklist time. Kelp farm. Check. Now, I've got a plan for all these. And I want, obviously, beef and leather and XP.
Okay, I'm listening. You have my attention now.
I'm just going to get wool from the sheep. And we're just going to be collecting the eggs, potentially. Not really sure how useful the feathers are to me at the moment, but eggs are going to be used for blaze cakes eventually. That kind of thing, so definitely want the eggs. Just, even if we just get them building up. So, before we start this, I've got a very quick little side mission that future Ginger's going to thank me for. So now we've got nuggies and unlimited cobblestone pretty much. I've been smelting some up. And I want to get some train tracks starting to craft. So we set this up last episode. But what we can do is swap this one out for a press. And then if we, to be honest, just rotate that for now so we don't have to mess around with the filter. Okay, so now we've got train tracks producing. We've already got 83 and we can, obviously, this will just keep running in the background. We can come top it up if we need to. So now back to the farm. Right, so now that we've got a platform down, we'll get some walls in, just to kind of mark out where we need to build. So I think on this side, I want the sheep and the chickens in their own little kind of pen. Changed my mind. I want the belt running this way, I think, because we're going to have the cows this side, so we can just gather everything on the one belt. And then we can sort it out in this kind of area. So, and for the chickens, I think it's just a case of hopper, 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 and then need hoppers feeding into this one. That can feed into that one. We'll just need some carpet over that, I think, for the chickens. And whilst we're here, we might as well connect up the power to this. So I think if we grab a shaft in there, encased, So that'll be all connected because we'll just sort the power out kind of down there. Right, because the cow needs a bit of figuring out because I want to get the XP from him as well. I'm just going to build it off camera, then I'll bring you back, show you what I've done, explain how it all works, then we'll get some power soy to get it all hooked up. Alright, so we've got a bit of a design down that hopefully should work how I think it will do. If we come in here, we'll start at the top. So the cows will sit on here when they're fully grown, and then this will be full of wheat, which shall breed them through the log, and then the baby cows should drop through the trapdoor into this hole. And then once they're fully grown, they'll be 2 blocks high again, and then this deployer will have a sword in, which hopefully should kill the large, well, hopefully kill the big cows. So I'll have quite a few cows up in this bit for breeding. They'll make babies, drop down, grow up, and then get killed by this deployer. So yeah, now we just need to get the items out of here, bring them items across, probably into a vault, kind of somewhere here. Alright, that's the storage setup. So now we just need to get the animals in, and hopefully it's all gonna work first time. I don't see why it shouldn't.
Yeah, boy.
So yeah, I'll just quickly transfer all them. I say quickly, it's probably going to take me a bit of time because, yeah, get them all in, potentially tidy it up, and then I'll bring you back when it's all working.
One eternity later.
Alright guys, we're just about finished up getting the building down. It was looking a bit ropey at first, I'm not going to lie. I may or may not show you my first and second attempt.
What the hell is even that?
I stuck with it, changed up the design, and I am pretty happy, I think. So I'll just take you over. Obviously, just kind of textured up the outside. Just kind of blended the platform in with the rest of the environment for now. Used a bunch of copycat panels and frame blocks. Now we've got like a endless supply of wood. I can start using these frame blocks now instead of using all my zinc for the copycat panels. It's been running for a bit and now I've run out of wheat, and I'll show you a quick video of that in action. So yeah, I think either in between episodes or next episodes I will get a little wheat farm set up and have that feeding into this deployer to keep this ticking over. And if we come into our storage, like I say, the cow farm isn't really up and running yet, but we have got a bit of experience and drops from the cows, but we need to get a bit more of a consistent supply of wheat for that to be fully up and running. And then coming out the back, I was spending way too much time with these copycat panels, so I kind of had to just stop myself. You see the water will come down through the grate and then through here, and then I didn't want it carrying on, so I just into another grate for now. But I think that is all we've got time for today. We've got quite a lot done. We've got the tree farm, the kelp farm, and we can now tick off the cows, the chicken, and the sheep. So we've had a very productive day. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. It really does help the video out a lot. And if you do find yourself coming back or you enjoy the content and want to see more, make sure you subscribe. Massive 92% of people aren't subscribed, and it really does mean the world to me. So all that out of the way, I can't wait to see you in the next episode. Ginge, out.